Today's Bushido serving encompasses all sorts of beautiful creatures. Black, white, able, disabled, and definitely a lot of people with the intelligence of a retarded child. And of course, we're gonna see some people get knocked the f*** out! Including infamous lost footage of Bruce Lee straight from the movie set of Game of Death. In a shopping mall somewhere. 100% genuine.
Not genuine.
For me, I'm curious about the mindset. What would convince lesbian Anne Hesh and Dick Dastardly to hold hands, but also allow someone to film it and release it?
Now, because I have this, right? Then if I use the whack fist, like this, right? Because I have my center line, and you feel like the suction is like more.
You feel like the suction is like more.
Right? Yeah. Bullshit up.
Right? So, okay, so you're sticking them out, right? Okay, so in the middle, you're going to do this. Yeah, but there's no connection there. Exactly. Now the connection is only here to the hand.
And do this.
I just feel more of his body. Touch me. Yes.
I'm a progressive bloke, so I see no problem with rug munchers and cartoon characters exploring their inner ditties. I'm more concerned about a grown man tumbling around on his head, breaking fake bricks. At what point in your martial arts journey does it become imperative that you become a tumbling tosspot to demonstrate your abilities? How is this ever going to be useful in combat, unless your enemy is laying down right in front of you, or you're headbutting and flipping over midgets?
Sipa! Oh, talon! Sandang ka lang. Grabe. Oh, ganun.
Hadouken! I ain't got a good brain. You make me happy.
Did his wife leave him after this? I hope so. And then there's this disrespectful swine. This old bloke is doing the standard old no-touch chi nonsense, which is fine. But what really pisses me off is that he thinks he can appropriate the sitting and fighting style from Sensei Taint Tickler. There can be only one, Pops. Do everyone a favour and exile yourself in the desert, bitch.
You prick.
I used to think that black people were immune to Bushido. Perhaps they had some genetic predisposition to resisting Bushido that swallows Asian and white people. But my theory was shattered when I saw this stylish gentleman doing all of this stuff. The pants tucked into the pulled up white socks are deadly on their own. But when you throw in the Bill Cosby technique of grope and stroke, you really start to see his form come together. I should mention some of these moves are specifically for use on females, ideally drugged and... I was even more distressed to see this brother falling for this sorry excuse for a 1-inch punch from the local used panty salesman. I must admit, I've got some concerns. Why is there just one black dude hanging out with a bunch of old Asian dudes in the middle of nowhere? Has he been kidnapped? Is this a get out situation? Are they trying to clean his skin?
Being a black guy in Asia, do you get any like weird looks?
In Hong Kong, not really. In China, too much.
Too much?
It's unbearable.
What do they do to you in China? They try to rub your skin in China?
They're trying to clean it.
These are the things that keep me up at night. Thankfully, we've come to the complete moron portion of the video, and also the part where we see people get floored for being fools.
Yes!
But before that, I want to talk about today's sponsor. Absolutely no one, because nobody loves me. Probably because I'm a moron, but I'm also awesome. Instead, you can support this awesome community of legendary lunatics by draping yourself in the most stunning fashion pieces of 2024. And next year, whenever you watch this video. Also, think about liking and subscribing,
Or I will come to your home, cut out the heart of your pet, and I'll eat it.
Thank you, legends. I love you all. Quite often, people live in a world where nobody tells them no. Not the Me Too movement type of no, but more like a hard slap across the face.
Come on. That's a promise. All right, come on. All right, come on. All right, come on. That's a promise. All right, come on. All right, come on.
Taking a punch to the gut is a great feat of resilience, but this isn't a Dragon Ball episode. It's not a golden ticket to win a fight. The first thing that came to my mind was punch him in the head. Problem solved. Thankfully, there are people like me who aren't complete flogs that did exactly this, and put these abnormalities of natural selection in their place. At least the pajama-wearing fancy boy tried to put up a fight against his karate opponent. Once again, I'm not sure why having an iron stomach would give you any chance against a skilled opponent, but a few well-placed kicks later, and the banana in pajamas was laid out. The other belly buffoon adopted the Homer Simpson method of keep getting punched and hope your opponent tires out. Unfortunately for him, he was fighting someone who wasn't in a cartoon and proceeded to punch the shit out of him until the ref stopped it. But not before he could manage a few random push-ups for no reason.
Yeah, buddy. Lightweight.
Usually when it comes to fighting, size isn't the deciding factor. As a big lad, I can humbly admit that someone more skilled who is half my size would demolish me. Demetrius Johnson would eat me alive. Skill and technique will always trump brute force, to some extent of course. But this only applies to actual fighting styles, not hocus pocus nonsense like, say, Aikido.
In the spirit of Aikido.
This is what happens when a couple of unfit tubby rugby players take on an Aikido teacher in some wrestling. Notice the Aikido guy is using absolutely no technique or any of the magical stuff that works in demonstrations. He gets manhandled by this big piece of tonkatsu before eventually conceding, otherwise he would be squashed like a bug. I wonder how the big fella would go if he picked on an Aikido instructor his own size. Tokyo Twiggy needed Big Papa Parachute Pants to come in and defend his honor.
I'm one of the highest ranking Aikido teachers in the world.
I mean, just look at this nonsense. Adult men, well, barely men by the looks of them, but men nonetheless, flopping around like idiots. What happened to these guys in their lives? Did they catch their mothers selling stained underwear? Did their fathers leave for sushi and never come back? Did an anime character break their hearts? Help me understand why anyone would willingly take part in this shit. I get the instructors. They're basically cult leaders, religious leaders, whatever you want to call them. But the participants.
In a weird way, I had to sort of just free myself up to believe that it was okay to be stupid or dumb.
To be a moron. Yeah, to be moronical.
I'm not just here to make fun of Aikido. Obviously, I respect Granddaddy Cum Guzzler more than anyone in this world. Bruce Lee is also fair game. Here is the earlier mentioned footage of him getting laid out after messing with some random guy in a shopping complex. I can assure you it is genuine archival footage of Brucey Boy getting laid out with a couple of quality head kicks. This was before Brad Pitt whipped his butt. Come at me, Brucey fanboys. Show me your hate in the comments. And today we're going to finish off with two fat blokes fighting over the last donut at the kiosk.
Donuts.
This is about as skillful as it gets, and both fighters are rumoured to be close training partners of Sensei Cookie Crumbs. I'll give this chat an A for effort here at least. Alright champions, who was your favourite dingbat in this episode? Personally, the two chubby little warthogs at the end were a winner for me, but I also dig the brother in his stylish getup caressing the punching bag. Thanks for riding along champions. Until next time, don't start any fights with strangers. Definitely enjoy a cookie when you watch this the second time around, but above all, stay awesome. Peace, legends.
My sorrow.